a really, really generous West Side budget. A lot of the traffic calming measures are focused on us. So much green space is focused on us. In the budget, we are not addressing abnormally things like housing affordability. What you will see is we just approved, we just had our public hearing on the Housing SLC 5-year plan. This plan is a state-required plan that talks about moderate income housing. It is only required by the state to address moderate income housing. Finally, the state woke up and they were like, there are some places that are allowing people to only have half-acre lots and no one can live there for under $600,000 per house. And they're like, that isn't really working. So every municipality in the state now has to have a moderate housing income plan, or moderate income housing plan. We've always done this as a city. For us, it was a relatively easy adaptation, but we got a lot of criticism last night at the hearing that it didn't address deeply affordable. That's why you didn't see it in the Housing SLC. That is specifically designed for moderate income housing. What you will see coming after our after budget, probably in August, I want to say, is our Thriving in Place, which is the study you all were approached about, gave feedback on, that is the anti-gentrification. Now, you and I both know, I just closed on a house in February, so I really know that this is a little bit reactive. It's a little bit like closing the barn doors after the horse has gotten out, but there's still a lot we can do looking forward to create housing that is mixed income, that we can do to preserve naturally occurring affordable housing. And in that vein, what you see in the budget reflect the priorities that we expect to ratify in the Thriving in Place. So you will see Councilmember Valdemoros from District 4 has proposed a $1 million state-administered no-interest loan program to help people stay in their homes through repairs that need to be done, and it will create, in exchange for this no-interest long-term loan, what we'll do is we'll do like a modified deed restriction where that property has to stay affordable for the lifespan of that loan. So you'll see naturally occurring affordable housing. You will see a $1 million ADU loan fund that functions similarly, so that we can start building ADUs for those of us, particularly over here, who want to. We're also looking at other cost-cutting measures. For instance, that sewer line I told you is one of the primary costs on an ADU. We're looking at if it's safe to hook it into the house line instead of hooking it into the main sewer line, which is, it's up to like $50,000 as a base level cost. So we're looking at other ways to control those costs. So in the budget, you'll see those priorities reflected. But Canoli, get down. Sorry, that's my dog, and he's a fan of the dog. Get down. Okay, we are also advocating, and I'm really, really excited for this. Listen, our mayor is right when she says that there is a health and human services mandate at the state level. They have a strategic. They should be having a plan for all of us. There's a health and human services mandate at the county. They're supposed to be programmatic and implemented. Our city mandate is for public safety. If all three of us were functioning in harmony, what you would see is the state would be setting a plan with funds that go with it, the county would be implementing, and then we would step in when things get dangerous, when things get out of control. Right now, we're kind of living in this netherworld. The county gets a little nervous, Draper gets a little upset if Salt Lake County gets too much attention, right? There's political tensions all over the place. They want to say it's our fault that we have homelessness. So what happens is you all are triple taxed. You pay tax to your state, you pay tax to your county, you pay tax to your city, and all of us are allegedly doing homelessness services. The mayor is right that this isn't right, and you all are not just bearing the emotional and mental burden of the stress in our community, but you're also bearing a huge financial burden. Councilmember Pui in District 2 had a really beautiful idea that I am fully standing behind and would love your support on. In the budget, we're proposing a $500,000 seed money fund to activate private entities, churches, businesses, that will say, I can take 10 campers on my property. It's gonna cost me $100,000 to do this for a year. They can ask us for $50,000. They can go use it to leverage as matching funds from the state, from the private sector, whoever they need. And we will create a seed money fund to start micro-sanctioned camping units that are privately managed, so that you all as taxpayers are not paying the city to administer this. We will have things in place to make sure that people are kept safe. We're doing this for both RVs and for tent camping, acknowledging that both of these are huge issues for our community. If you have feedback, ideas, you want to give input on how it's administered, I'm happy to have it. If you're in opposition, I need to know before Tuesday. I'm going to vote Miss Angela. I see your finger. I will come and talk to you about this. But you also need to remember that we also created the Resource Center ordinance, which means there is 100% complete geographical equity. So the expectation is not that we host this on the west side, or not exclusively. Those are the things in the budget that are speaking the most to me. I am not convinced that some of the full-time employees are needed. I am in favor of clean air. I am not sure it is the year for us to be adding the air quality program. It's a redundancy for other programs that are done. If you feel differently about that, let me know. They want to extend the Love Your Block program, which I completely love, but it was a grant-funded thing, and now that means it's general fund funded. I'm nervous about this. I do not want to raise taxes again. I don't believe that's how we should be balancing the budget. Give me feedback, please. There are lots of things like that that I am looking at. I am budget obsessed right now because that's all we do, literally. Outside of that, expect to see coming up, the Inland Port Authority has opened their very first West Side Community Initiatives. There is a granting program right now through the Inland Port. If you have something that enhances the community that you want money for, come talk to me. We can grab you some money from your tax increment that's captured by the port and reinvest it right here at home. I'm really excited about this because that's something I've been fighting really, really hard for, and it is for us on the west side. But I think outside of that, I'm sorry that everything was just nerdy budget talk, but does anyone have any questions about anything else that I can answer? Any concerns? You're allowed to throw tomatoes, anything? Anyone? All right, I'm gonna assume that I just was psychic and answered all of your questions. I'm sticking around, so if you have more questions, please let me know. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Council Member. All right, we will go ahead and have Josh Boyle from the Mayor's Office.
Hey everyone, I'm Josh Boyle, Community Liaison in the Mayor's Office. I don't have too many updates to share. I'll be here. I'll be out to the street festival on Saturday. You can come talk to me if you have anything you'd like to discuss with the Mayor's Office, feedback, questions. I'll be out there on Saturday morning. Our Public Lands Department, they have a couple surveys running for some parks improvements. One of those is the Steamboat Park here in the neighborhood. Improvement plan for that. There's some money from the Parks Bond that just passed last year. So go to slc.gov/feedback. You can find the survey for that and get your input on what you'd like to see improved in that park. There's also funds for, I believe, Cottonwood Park or this park. It's the other one that's getting funded as well from the bond. That survey is also on the website. The Other Side Village, which is Tiny Home Village that the Other Side Academy is working to put up on Indiana Avenue. There's an environmental remediation plan that the Utah Department of Environmental Quality is working on. So there's going to be a public comment for that opening up in a couple weeks. Just basically a plan for remediating some of the environmental concerns that exist on that site so they can be suitable to get tiny homes there. So watch out for that in the next couple of weeks. I'll be sharing that with the community council so people can see that when it comes out. Aside from that, also in our public lands, our urban forestry division is really emphasizing the importance of watering trees, our public trees that are in our park strips. So this rain is obviously really good for that. but when it dries out, those trees that are new really need to get watered. And so they're working with the community to make sure people know what to do to take care of the trees. The name of the campaign is called Keep Your Cool. So if you search Keep Your Cool SLC, you can get to the urban forestry website and see information about how to take care of trees and park strips, and then get in contact with urban forestry if you have any concerns about a tree in the neighborhood that you think it needs some care. You can get in contact with them. So yeah, that's all I have right now. And aside from that, just for budget season, which is the council side, as you just heard, and we're watching that obviously. Any questions, concerns in the meantime? All right, thank you everyone.
Thank you. All right, so next up we have elections for the Rose Park Community Council. And we are in a scenario where we had 6 open spots and 5 people declare candidacy. So we have the opportunity to just approve our slate of candidates through acclamation. And then afterward, I will have each member who has been reelected or newly elected come up and introduce themselves. So I would like to entertain a motion to approve our. Oh yeah. Also, Chelsea here who is running. Hello, welcome. So this would be part of the slate along with Jason, Kevin, Sherry, and Eric. Oh, and Polina. Yes. Megan. Sorry. Wow. Okay. Anyway, point is, we have more openings than people running. So, we do have the opportunity to approve our slate in one go. So, I would like to entertain a motion from someone to approve our slate of candidates.
I motion that we approve our slate of candidates.
Alrighty, thank you. I would like, is there a second on that motion? All right, several seconds. All right. Now that we have a motion and some seconds, I would like to, everyone who's in favor of this motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say nay. Alrighty, we have approved our slate through acclamation. Congratulations, everyone. All right, so thank you, everyone. We will go ahead and have our newly or re-elected community council members come up and introduce themselves. So we'll actually start things off. Kelsey, do you want to kick things off?
Sure. You want to come up there?
Yeah, if you want to come up here.
Well, I talk loud. Hi, I'm Chelsea. I live in Rose Park, obviously. Moved in 2019. And I don't know much to say. I have 2 dogs. If you live on North Oakley, then I'm one of the 3 houses that currently have a garden that's growing free food in the community. So if you have any questions on that, you can ask me. But yeah, thanks.
Thank you so much. Jason.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for re-electing me. Originally, I wasn't planning on running for another term, but I got elected to the West Side Coalition leadership body. I'm the issue area manager, so I thought that if I'm going to be representing you in the West Side Coalition, I should probably stay on the Rose Park Community Council so that I kind of know what's going on here. Anyway, I'm available to reach out, get a hold of me on any of the major issues that we're facing on the West Side with Rose Park Community Council, but also the West Side Coalition has been dealing with the I-15 expansion, EPA environmental impact study, and several other issues. So please let me know if you're interested in any of those. We have some working groups where we're trying to make sure that we are attending all the public meetings and giving our elected officials feedback. So with that, thank you, and who's up next?
You're up here.
Dressed pink today, so that's why I'm home. And I can't say anything about the hair except for the wind. So thank you all for coming. I think the rain would have scared a lot of people away, but we're West Siders, so we're here. I appreciate it. And once I get the coals hot, we'll cook some burgers. I've served on the council for 6 years, I think, and I enjoy it. I don't plan on doing it for the rest of my life, but I really feel like there's some good things we can do, right? I know everyone is tired of hearing, well, the pandemic kicked our butt, but the pandemic kicked our butt. I mean, we had a community festival that we did for years that went away for 3 years, and it's been a real chore bringing that back. So we invite you to come Saturday. It's on Picture Drive, which is right next to the LDS Church on Northwest. We're going to have some food trucks. We're going to have public information booths. We're going to have some people selling stuff. Should be a lot of fun. We've got entertainment. We're hoping, we kind of scaled it back, hoping that this will be a step to going back to the big one next year. So we really need support.
I've been very wobbly.
I didn't feel like I could leave the council with things I've done. So like Jason said, we've got some good things going with the West Side Coalition. And some advocacy. There's I-15 expansion that we need to have a voice in. So I look forward to another 2 years. So thank you again for being here, and we'll go back to working on the.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi everyone, I'm Sherry Jardine, and I'm just finishing up my first term on the council, and I appreciate being elected to do it again. It's been a real pleasure to get to know the other folks on the council as well as some of the neighbors as well. And so just looking forward to staying involved and trying to help the neighborhood stay on top of the issues that affect us. That's really all I have to say.
Hello, I'm Megan Lopez. I feel like this is my second term, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Anyway, I really enjoy being on the council, doing Love Your Blog, and lots of other little projects. So, yeah, that's about all I have to say.
Hi, I'm Polina Kajikova. It's my second term. I've been in Rose Park for 2 years and excited to keep serving and keep making a difference in our community. Thanks, everyone.
Alrighty, so I think that does it for the agenda. I think we do have some departing members of the community council that I would love to recognize, and if they want to say a few words while we're still working on getting the grill set up, that would be amazing. So, David and Craig, please come up. No, not quite done, but yes, love to have you say a few words.
Hello, everybody. I'm Dave Garrett. I've been on the community council officially for just one term, but unofficially for a long time. I've set up lots of tents and tables. I've barbecued a lot. I've really enjoyed being on the community council and interacting with everybody in the neighborhood, and I will miss being on the community council, but still be around for a little bit, and always love Rose Park. And Craig just had some dental work done today, and his mouth is still kind of numb, so it would just sort of sound like whoa, 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 whoa. So yeah, so Craig's been on the community council for literally ever, for a long time, and we wanted to be part of the community ever since we moved here. So we really enjoyed it, and we miss being on, but we will still be interacting with people here. So yeah. And so new people, welcome. Keep up the good work. It's a great neighborhood. It's an awesome place to live, and people are great. So keep them motivated, keep them happy, and we'll eventually have some food. It seems like if the grill gets going. Otherwise, there's some fruit and a couple bags of chips left, and there's ketchup. So.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for your service and for everything that you have done for the community council. It's much appreciated. All right, so to reiterate what Kevin said earlier, we do have our festival on Saturday on Picture Drive starting at 10 a.m. So please be there. It will be really fun, an opportunity for you to interact with other members of the neighborhood and the community, and enjoy hopefully some nicer weather than we've seen this evening so far. So with that wraps up our meeting, and we will have some grilled burgers in the near future, so stick around to eat, and you can, like Dave said, add some fruit, chips. There's some sodas in this cooler as well. Thank you, everyone.